Hi everyone, welcome to Vermont Sun and Shade. I thought I would jump on here and share with you a few things that I have come to my attention with bringing home new finches. So a couple of things. They came with the cage, which was great. They came with a little food, and then in the cage, and then I bought a bag of food. Okay, well, I noticed a few things. The little baby female jumped in her water dish when I put water in there. She drank the water, but then she jumped in and took a bath. So she needed a little bath. So I put a little bowl of water in there for her to have on the side. Now the male was trying to sharpen his beak on plastic. On the plastic, they have no wood in there. So I went to try to find them something like that, like a wooden perch. So I had no luck. I'm going to tell you a couple things I'm learning here. Anyway, I got one of those chips for for him to sharpen his beak on. So I did get that for him this morning, and she got her little bath. The other thing I got them is I got them a little nesting house, but this is half of it. This was way too big for the cage, so I had to actually cut it. And but you want to be careful, because I learned something. I said to her, because I think I had read it on the internet. You got to be careful what you're reading on the internet. But something like to get them grass. Well, they can't have grass. They can't have dried grass. So even if I bought dried grass and found it in the store and gave it to them, it binds them up, so it would make them sick. So finches cannot have dried grass. So I'm sorry, I gotta. it's like that movie that guy who chases the fly. There's a fly in here, and he takes the house apart trying to get the fly, but it's a farm fly. Anyway, so they cannot have dried grass. So I learned that from the lady who works at the store today where I bought them. So it's really good to know. So she gave me a little teeny tiny little box of paper where they can pull out it looks like just little brown pieces of paper. She showed me the parrots they have like a little piece of newspaper in there, and the parrots are just pulling it apart and making nests. So she said they would like this paper, the finches. They'll pull it out of the box and they'll make like little nests. It will give them something to do. And then she gave me another little box, and it's just I want to say it's wool, but I'm not going to say it's wool. I bet you it's cotton. It's nothing on the box, but it's I believe it's probably cotton, because wool is not safe for them. You have to really think there's certain fibers and that are not safe for birds, okay? And I happen to know wool because I'm a fiber artist, and I knew this from a long ago, that wool, the strands of the fibers of wool, especially sheep's wool, are so strong. If they wrap around your finger, or they wrap around, the little bird's foot or something, it could be detrimental. So anyway, it's probably cotton, but it's appropriate. So I got it and put it in there. And then, like, I had cut this in half because this was just way too big. And I put the bottom part of it in just so and I'm thinking if they make a nest, maybe they'll just make the top part. I don't know. But until I get a smaller, this is raffia, and I was looking for raffia because I want to make their little nesting box myself. I cannot find raffia at Walmart at all. So I haven't found it in the, usually I see bags of it sometimes in thrift shops, and I haven't seen any. So this is way too thick of a raffia for me to take apart and reconstruct. So I'll have to, but I just wanted to get on here and share, because in Vermont, you would think you could find something like that super easily. The other thing is Finches. So wood, you cannot just give them driftwood. You cannot. The driftwood may in fact be a different kind of wood that they cannot have. They can have apple, they can have maple, and they can have elm. So if you are looking to put some natural pieces of wood in there, hi Kezies, how are you? And Mustafa, how are you? Thank you for being here today. So, but yeah, you have to boil the wood, make sure the insects are out of it, make sure it's not detoxified, but cleaned, sanitized. So you have to really be careful what types of wood you are using for your finches. So I wasn't aware of that either. You think, oh, let me just go get a little stick outside and put it in there. It could be toxic to them. So apple, maple, and elm are okay. The raffia is okay. Dried grass, not okay. Not okay. So anyway, the only reason I don't have the camera on them right now is because they are just starting to get comfortable. I still have the top of the cage half covered, so they sit way up on the perch. Just if they get a little nervous, like with me talking, they're like a little nervous right now, so they're sitting way up in the corner. But I do have a video on for them, and because they I don't want to say study like you and I study, but they learn melodic syllables. They learn non-grammatical syllables of other birds, of music, and they will repeat it. Did you know that? I didn't know that. So I have a video on playing piano for them right now. And bye, Kezi. Thank you for being here. And so anyway, they're a very intelligent bird, and they're very sensitive. And so with that, they like the cover up over on the cage. So the other thing I learned about them is they like insects. They will eat flies, but I'm not going to buy any insects for them. No, I'm not going to do that right now. We'll stay with the seeds, and they eat vegetables. Let's see. See if I wrote this down. Well, for the vegetables, and they do eat fruit. I didn't write the fruit down, I don't think, but I wrote down the vegetables. And this is what they'll eat, cooked. The vegetables have to be cooked. They have to be carrots, and this is because if it's not cooked, I guess maybe they don't get the vitamins, or maybe they're not, I don't know why. But carrots, squash, peas, broccoli, kale, spinach, zucchini, and corn. Now I had put a piece of spinach in there before I knew it had to be cooked. And you know what they did? They took the spinach from where I put it in the little cage. They took it and they put it in their water. So I took it back out and I cooked a carrot for them, and I gave them that along with their seeds. But anyway, and then they like fruit. So they love apples. So I have a little bit of an apple in there. Anyway, that is what I learned about finches between yesterday and today, between researching or writing down my questions, going to back to the store, asking these questions and looking for and observing them. I noticed he kept trying to sharpen his beak. So now he has something he can sharpen it on. But, you know, they're not, the birds want, believe it or not, yes, the birds need things to do. They need a routine all day long too. They have things that they do for their nesting and their housing and, you know, feeding and all of it. So, anyway, I thought I'd get on here and share that. And, the leaves are they're turning slowly, but I'm going to tell you, we're supposed to get rain tonight, and if we get that rain, those leaves are going to turn so fast it's not even going to be funny. We'll get out there tomorrow, and we will take a little walk. We'll just take a little walk around here. The leaves are turning around here. So with that, I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day, and if you're getting any finches, I hope that that helps you with learning how to take care of them. And with that, love and light.